guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It's time for 65,000 miles maintenance, and we are going to start by changing the spark plugs. All right guys, let's make it happen. Now the things that you need to change it's between 60 to 70,000 miles. You have to change your spark plugs, you have to flush your coolant, and you also have to change your air intake filter. Now in my case, at I think it was 48,000 miles, I upgrade my air intake to the fsport, so I don't have to change the air intake filter. I may just clean it. Now I think it should be good because I cleaned that not that long ago. And the other thing that you have to do is change your rear windshield fluid and your brake fluid and all that. And I believe you have to change your cabin air filter if you have to, because this is something you should change maybe every 6 months or a year or so. Depends on where you live and how much you use your AC. Now there's some stuff that I will do. There's some stuff I'll just take a car to the trailer and have it done there. Now I will change the spark plug, and on the next video I will change the rear differential fluid. Now I'm going to do the driver side first, and then I'll do the passenger side. The driver side, you just have to unscrew this bolt here to get the wire harness out of the way, and you just have to unplug those wires from the coil packs, and we move them to get to the spark plugs. And for the passenger side, you have to remove the air intake. All right guys, I just removed the bolt. So what do you have to do? There's one right here. Then you have to unplug it from here, and you also have to remove this right there so you can pull the wire harness back. And then once you get to this point, just unplug from the coil packs. There's one right here and one right there, and there's another one up here as well. We're going to unscrew this right here. That one looks good and that one looks good to which, but this one they put it all the way up there. Now here's the thing: if you have an IS350, the intake manifold stick all the way up here, so you could have to remove that. But for the 350, like IS350 GS or RC, you don't have to do this. This is why to change spark plugs, the 250 will cost more in labor because of the intake manifold. All right guys, I removed all the bolts. Now the only thing I have to do is remove the coil pack so I can remove the old spark plugs and put the new ones on. And the one that I'm using, it's OEM spark plugs. I had them from Lexus. Now I tried to look if I could buy them on eBay or Amazon, but I saw them for like $35 for 6 of them, or $40. I didn't trust them, so I went to Lexus and purchased them myself. Yes, I pay $100 for the whole thing, but online when you look at the reviews, people will tell you that they're not OEM. And the picture, it'll look just like this with the Lexus and Toyota logo on it, but I don't think it's OEM because these usually go for 15 to 17 dollars a piece. So six of them for $35 or $40. I just didn't trust them. So I rather be safe than sorry. And this is the socket that I'm going to use. It's magnetic. I bought this off Amazon. I'll put the link in the descriptions. I saw pretty good reviews about this one. It had a 5 star. So let's see how it works. All right guys, here's the old spark plugs. As you can see here, they looks, yeah, they needed to be changed. They needed to be changed. And as you can see, especially me, I have a Catback exhaust, so it's good to change my spark plugs. And this is the no ones. As you can see, is the same ones. Let me remove that cap on top. See, it's nice and fresh and clean, and these are old. All right guys, let's just put this back. And I gotta tell you, man, this thing works so good, man. This thing works fantastic. It's magnetic. As let me show you, all you gotta do is just put it in like this and it just stays. These things work fantastic. All right guys, let's just put the new ones back, and then we'll be done with this side, and then we'll do the passenger side. All right guys, we are all done. Now all I have to do is put the coils back. Now the same way you took them out is the same way you put them in, and then screw the wire harness back, and then that's it. Now I believe this side should be much easier than that side once you remove the intake, because on this side you have a lot of wire harness on your way, but this, once you remove the intake tube, you should be good to go. Now I made a video on how to remove that already, so all you have to do is remove these right here, remove the mass sensor and these two and that, and then put it out, and then you get to this spark plug. You also have to remove this tube as well. All right guys, just like that, I took the intake tube out. As you can see, it's much easier to just unscrew the bolt, unplug, and get this spark plug out. Like I said, this side is the easiest one. Once you take the intake tube out, and the intake you at 65 to maybe 60 to 70,000 miles. If it's the same air intake filter, you're supposed to change it, but on my case I don't have to because I already upgrade to the F-Sport air intake. I said I would clean it, but it looks really clean, so I don't even have to do this because I cleaned this maybe 6 months ago, so we should be fine to go. So now all I have to do is remove the old spark plugs and then install the new one, and then we'll be all done. Okay guys, as you can see, everything was fine until I got to this one. I did have to remove this wire harness here just to unscrew the bolt right here. Now that we got this part out of the way, we just have to remove the spark plugs and put the new ones back on, and then yeah. Alright guys, here's the old one from the passenger side. Now what I'm seeing here, it's a little oil. It's not supposed to have that, not oil, but some kind of grease. So I know these cars are known for valve cover seals, so that's something I have to check on. Yeah, that's something I have to check on that, because I know these IS350s, even ISF or 250s, they're known for that. This one here was fine, and then that's the second one. I see a little like oil on it, and this is the third one. So yeah, I may have to get this thing done. I'm going to see that if Hunter would cover that, they should be able to do that for me. So let's install the new one so we can get this thing done. Okay guys, now that I installed 10 spark plugs, now I just have to put the intake back and we'll be done. Okay guys, just like that, I'm done with everything. I put the intake back and plug everything. Now I'm just kind of start the car and make sure everything works fine, and then we'll be all set guys. And of course, a little cold start. Why not? And just like that, I started the car. Everything is fine, no check engine light, nothing at all, so we are good to go. All right guys, this is how you change your spark plugs in the Lexus IS350 or GS350 or RC350. But for the 250s, the passenger side will be the same process, but for the driver side it'll be a little bit more difficult because 250s intake manifold stick out all the way up here, so you have to remove it. All right guys, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and give this video a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.